Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies and gents, the noise you hear in the background is I've called the CFPB and the young lady put me on hold. She asked me, how may she help me? Asked me for my name. I gave the wench my name and I told you, you got to treat them with respect. What I'm showing you right now, right here, is to let you know that SATCOM started on this person's credit, I think it was January. And these are the items that were removed as a result of the credit corrections process. Now, we're not saying that everybody's going to have the same effect because that's not the way it works. I need y'all to hold on a second.
Press 2 to continue in English. Hello, and thank you for calling. Please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. We're very excited to...
Sorry, that was a wrong number. That happens from time to time. 2372. So I dialed the wrong number. So give me 1 second, people. Let's try that again.
Thank you for calling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The CFPB is a U.S. government aid financial for English. Press 1 now. Para continuar en español, before we connect you to one of our consumer guides, please have your complaint number ready, along with any documents related to your complaint. It is important to know that we can't give you legal or financial advice. Please hold while your call will be transferred. This call will be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. We're always working to improve our service and could use your help. Please stay on the line after the agent's assistance for a 3 to 4 minute survey about your call today. Press 1 if you choose to participate.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. My name is Emily, and it's my goal to help you today. Whom do you pleasure speaking with?
Emily, first, the music you hear in the background, that's me being on hold from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. One of your agents has placed me on hold for the last, oh, look at that, 15 minutes. Came back to the line once, didn't say a word, and put me back on hold. I asked to speak to a supervisor. Is this how you guys treat people?
I do apologize for the long wait. You said you have been on hold for 15 minutes to speak to the supervisor now?
No. She, after I asked her to speak to a supervisor, she argued with me. Told me she needed more information. So when I gave her first and last, then she decided that she wanted to say, well, you're going to have to let me know why you need. I said, because I'm filing a complaint against you, the way you're treating me. Sir, and then she told me that she felt that I was, let's see, how did she say? She was feeling uncomfortable, as if I was threatening her. So if you notice, this is your music that I'm listening to in the background for your hold. And that's what she's done. I asked her, are your calls monitored and recorded for quality assurance purposes? She assured me that they were, but that was the end of that conversation. She has put me on hold. She didn't tell me she was putting me on hold. She just put me on hold. When she came back to check the line, she was only coming back to see, because I asked her, are you hanging up on me? So I need to speak to a supervisor regarding this individual.
I understand. At this time, do you want to provide your name and a callback number just in case we're disconnected?
Of course.
You don't have to start with someone
Of course I'll do that. My name is Eon. First name E-E, E as in Edward, E as in Edward, last name On. O as in Oliver, N as in Nancy.
All right, and then the phone number?
Area code 631-533-6683.
All right, let me read that back, make sure I have it correct. That was 631. Thank you. Now, do you mind if I place you on a brief hold while I reach out to my next level?
Oh, I have no problem with that at all.
Thank you. I appreciate your patience. I'll be right back.
Thank you. There's that music.
Much for holding for me, sir. I do
Yes.
appreciate your patience. I do have Miss Swan here on the line. She will be further assisting you.
Okay.
All right. Hello, sir. Like the guy stated, my name is Miss Swan, and I'll be assisting you today. Can you hear me pretty well, or am I breaking up a little bit?
You're breaking up a little bit, but that's only because I can't call you on my cell phone because the CFPB has me on hold on my cell phone.
Oh,
And
Oh,
the young
okay.
lady who put
Mhm.
me on hold put me on hold without telling me she was putting me on hold. She said that my demeanor, my conversation
Mhm.
was making her, I'm trying to see if I can remember the word she used. It was something like nervous or uneasy. I'm one of Jehovah's
Oh,
Witnesses,
okay.
and the first thing I don't do is I don't threaten people. I don't have a mean
Uh-huh.
demeanor about myself. I wasn't arguing with the young lady. I'll give you the rundown of the conversation. She answered the
Sure.
phone. She asked
Do
for
you happen to
my,
have her name, perchance?
no, she gave it at the beginning of the call. And when I asked her for her name a second time, when she told me she was getting ready to hang up the call, I said, "Are you about to hang up on me?" I said,
Oh, okay.
"Before you do that, can I get your name?" And she said, "Sir, I'm gonna discontinue this call." I said, "Miss, I just asked you for your name." I said, "This is my third time asking you a question for which you are refusing to answer." I said, "So again, I need your name." She placed me on hold. She's come back at least once. About 7 minutes ago, she came back and checked the call, and then she put me back on
Uh-huh.
hold. She never said anything. So I figured I'd call in and let you know, but I do know it's somebody who's getting paid for sitting there acting like they're on the phone.
Okay. All right. So I can take down a verbatim statement from you if you would like to. That way
Yes.
I can go ahead and report it properly. What would you like me to say? I mean, I know you already provided me what happened, but if you can, please give me like a verbatim statement. That way I can type it down and send this forward.
Okay. Basically, my reason for calling is I was calling to find out the policies of your organization, especially
Okay.
with individuals who have disabilities and who
Mhm.
require services of someone else, such as myself, to speak on their behalf. Your organization says that it won't let third parties represent other people, and I needed to know, does that supersede the power of attorney? Because, see, I represent individuals who have disabilities, such as myself with muscular dystrophy.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you were wanting to know whether that applies to a power of attorney as well.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. Well, to be honest, a lot of consumers do file complaints with us using power of attorneys. So you are more than welcome to file a complaint with us if you have a power of attorney that can represent you.
Okay, that's what I need to know. That's all I was calling for, and all of this happened as a result of this young lady giving me a really hard time. You know,
Okay, I'll
I
just
was,
put that.
yeah, because I was trying to explain to her why I was calling, and before I could explain, she interrupted me, and she started, "Well, first I'm going to need this, and
Oh.
I'm going to need this, and I'm going to need this." I said, "Excuse me." I said, "Wouldn't it have been best if you had told me what you needed first before I started talking and you interrupted me without even apologizing for interrupting me?" And then I
Oh,
said,
wow.
"I would have
Okay.
appreciated if you would." I said, "I don't know what your policies are." I said, "That's one of the reasons I'm calling." Then she proceeded to argue. And my thing is, I have to
Okay.
conduct myself in a cordial manner at all times, but she's an employee. I know she's supposed to do the same thing. And as you can
I
hear,
see.
that representative put me in touch with you. But if you can hear in the background the music, I'm still on hold, going on 20 minutes now.
Oh. Was it the agent that I just spoke with,
Oh, no, no,
or
no.
is
The
it
agent,
another agent?
oh God, no. The agent that connected me
Oh.
with you, she was completely respectful. She was
Okay.
understanding. She
Okay.
treated me as a person. This other one,
Mhm.
well, let's just say I'm having a great time with her.
So
So I,
is she still placing you on hold at this moment?
oh yeah, I'm still on hold. You may not be able to hear it because the volume is
Okay.
so low, but yes, I'm still on hold.
Okay. Well, since we're not able to get a name, do you maybe have like a time frame that you may have started the call? And
Oh,
also, did you provide her your name?
yes, I did. And it's 23 minutes, 21 seconds ago is the total time frame.
Mhm. Got it. 21 seconds. And can I have your name so that whenever we try to review the call, we can try to find it?
Okay, yes,
If
what
you
I
did
did is,
provide her your name?
yes, I just hung up on that call because it made no sense to keep it going. But my name is Eon,
Okay.
E-E, last name on, O-N.
Okay. So that's E as in Edward, E as in Edward for your first name, and the
Yes,
last name of O as in Oscar, N as in Nancy.
that's correct.
Got it. Okay. Thank you, Mr. On. Well, I'll go ahead and send this report through. Let me just read to you what I wrote. So I'm going to add anything to it. I kind of, I guess, simplified it a little bit, but what I put was the guide placed the consumer on hold without informing the consumer. The guide was giving me a hard time, and she interrupted me without even apologizing for interrupting me. She also continued to argue with me.
Correct.
Okay, did you want me to add anything else to that regarding this
No, 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 because
agent?
that's the gist of everything.
Okay. All right, well then I'll go ahead and submit that. And from what I know, she said that she did give you her first name, but she wouldn't give it to you again when you asked her the second time.
Exactly. And I gave her my name 3
Okay.
times, and I asked her to speak with a
Oh,
supervisor at least
okay.
4 times.
Let me write that down here. So I gave her my name 3 times. 3 times.
Yes.
And requested a supervisor. How many times?
I asked to speak to a supervisor 4 times.
4 times. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
And requested a supervisor 4 times. Okay. And we do know it is a female agent, so I will go ahead and send this through. The call was approximately 23 minutes and 21 seconds. So
I
that
think,
should be a recent call.
and I think her name was Miriam or something to that effect.
Miriam? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to put that here. Okay. Guide name. Possibly Miriam. Okay. I will find that for you then. Okay. All right, Mr. Arnold, is there anything else that you wanted me to put on here or anything else that you wanted me to say
No,
before
no,
I send this
that was
through for
it. That's
you?
the gist of the conversation.
Okay. Well, I really do apologize that this happened to you. I'm sorry that you were treated that way. Normally, we don't really treat consumers like that. So, again, I do apologize on her behalf. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, and I'll go ahead and send this on through for you, sir. But you try to have a good rest of your day. Thank you for calling the CFPB. And if you opted in for a survey, please be sure to stay on the line. Okay.
Okay, thank you, and you have a very good afternoon.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good one as well. Bye bye.
Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I'm going to do the best I can to let you guys hear the call, the beginning of the call, so you can hear Miss I Got an Attitude, Miriam. I told her when she asked to answer the call, I called to explain to her why I was calling. She said her name was Miriam. You can't hear it because the volume is so low. I'd have to transfer it to the computer in order for you to hear it. But she said her name was Miriam. I said, my name is Eon. And after I give her my name, and I'm explaining, because she asked me, what is my name? Can I have your name? I gave her my name. And as I'm explaining the reason why I called, she said, is it Leon, L-I-E-O-N? I said, no, Eon. And I gave her the correct spelling. Then I proceeded to finish explaining to her why I called, and she interrupted. Well, hold on a minute. Excuse me? Well, hold on a minute. I said, first, because she's kind of smacking in the background, and I can tell what her ethnicity is. I'm not offended by that. I can just tell. See? E! Look at that. That's E! Well, anyway, I could tell. So I said to myself, self, be kind. And I said, excuse me. I said, first, I would appreciate it if you do not treat me like one of those customers. I first prefaced it with the fact that I know you guys receive calls all the time. I said, however, I would appreciate it if you do not treat me like one of those customers. I would appreciate it if you would take the time to listen to what I have to say first before you interrupt me. Well, sir, I didn't interrupt you. You went to, I said, excuse me. I was explaining to you the reason for my calling. Well, sir, what I needed to get from you was blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. And I asked you for your name. And I said, yes, you asked me for my name. And I was proceeding to tell you why I was calling. Well, sir, before we can do all of that, I need to do this and I need to do that. I said, miss, I don't work for you. I don't know what your policies are. That's why I'm calling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, so that you all understand. It took me a moment. I wish I had thought about this sooner, but I didn't. What's been happening is that people have been having to deal with the CFPB because the CFPB do not deal with third-party companies, such as credit repair facilities. Well, SACCOM is not a credit repair agency. We don't repair people's credit. Okay? That being the case, as I showed you at the beginning of the video, we help correct the errors on people's accounts. That's what we do. We are a credit correction agency. We don't do no repairs. You want to go get something repaired, you got to go talk to a mechanic. Okay, we don't provide that type of service. But hold on before y'all come jumping on the bandwagon. This is not something easy. We got to deal with organizations like the CFPB, who says that you can't come and represent any other party, that they only deal with the client directly. What you all heard me ask the supervisor, what happens when there's a power of attorney? What happens when the person can't speak on their own behalf? What happens if they have a disability? Oh, no, we handle individuals with power of attorney. That's the way the attorneys get around it, ladies and gentlemen. They have a power of attorney. That's why they can represent their own client. So, for instance, a particular client for which we've been working with, we have been able to get rid of at least 70% of the, let's see, we don't want to say errors, because errors can be repaired. No, you can't repair an error. You can only correct an error. So we have been able to get rid of 70% of the errors on her credit report. Why? Because that's the service we're providing. Right now, we have a limit of $50,000 for which we will not exceed that. We do not do student loans. We do not do car loans. We do not do mortgages. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Okay? There is a process, and when the process is done correctly, it works. There's a lot going on, people, and I wish I could go over with all of you all of the details concerning what's going on, but I can't because it's a SACCOM issue. I only did the call to the CFPB to let you guys see how to handle it when one of the employees doesn't do their job. You see how that employee left me on hold for over 20 minutes? Miss Miriam had no clue, had no idea that I was doing exactly what I'm doing now, making sure that she understands. See, I don't allow myself to be treated a certain way. You don't get to just disrespect me because you feel like you got that right. I don't appreciate that. Pay attention. Did you see me yelling at the supervisor? If I play the entire call with Miriam, you see I don't raise my voice. There's no reason for me to raise my voice. You keep hearing me say things like I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't raise my voice. I don't curse. I don't scream. I don't yell. I don't holler. Well, I know Jehovah's Witnesses who yell and who holler. Holler! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I used to yell, but I realized it's a waste of energy yelling. If you got to yell at somebody, and I told you, I had a 5th grade teacher. I forgot that young man's name. He was my 5th grade teacher, and he was a social studies teacher. And he said, try this when you get home. He says, you know, your parents be yelling at you and all that. He says, try this when you get home. He said, the next time your parents, and I said 5th grade, so no, we got to go up 2 grades. I said 5th grade. I was wrong. He wasn't 5th grade. We got to go up several grades. We got to go up almost 5 grades. He was my 10th grade teacher, and he wasn't no sociology. He was he was social studies. Anyway, he says, your parents yell at you. He says, and they're always raising their voices. He says, the next time your parents raise their voices, try this experiment. He says, the next time they raise their voice at you, respond back to them, but in a whisper. So if your mother, boy, I did not tell you to, I say, huh? I mean, what was you asking, Mom? So just speak to them in sort of a whisper. He says, it is a psychological thing. It will automatically cause them to bring their voice down. And you know what? I did that because my family had a way of communicating where they were always yelling. If they wanted to call my name, Gary, Gary, that's what I got to hear all the time is my name being yelled out. And I would always say, stop yelling my name. To this day, somebody yells my name out there, hear me tell them, what are you doing yelling out my name? Not that I control whether or not they can yell or not, but why are you yelling out my name? If you yell out my name, you're not going to get a response from me. If you yell out my name, that means that I will end up hating you, not hating the person, but hating you to the point where I won't talk to you. Oh, you're not supposed to hate people. You said you're a Jehovah's Witness. You're not supposed to hate. You're supposed to love your neighbor. Oh, I love my neighbor. Okay, but I can hate what a person does. I can love the person, but I can hate their actions. Sorry, it's a loophole. I like loopity-loop. He's loopy. He's looped it like Cupid. Okay, that was the situation. So in order for me to represent an organization, and I was representing the EON Foundation when I called them on that call, ladies and gentlemen, in order for me to represent an organization, in order for me to represent you, in order for me to represent someone's interests, I have to conduct myself in a business manner. Now, guess what? If you want to seek redress, then you're going to have to conduct yourself in a business manner. You're going to have to suck up their stupidity, but you have to realize everybody has a supervisor. Since everybody has a supervisor, then what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? What does that mean? That means that you don't have to put up with their stupidity. You can just simply go over their head. Up and away! Captain Saber! Okay, you see what I'm saying? That's all it means. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents, I gotta go because I got a lot of letter editing that I have to do tomorrow morning. A lot of letter editing. Won't be doing any videos on any of these letters because these are SACOM-based letters, so I can't show them to you because they internal. And no, you guys don't get to see any of those letters. These are our letters that we're sending to the agencies that we make show that the public don't get to see. That's why I can't show it to you. Oh no! So With that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, my hope is that you all from that call will be able to know now when you call the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, yes, they're still in existence, even though Trump says that he wants to get rid of them. Um, oh, did you guys hear about the shooting that took place over at the YouTube? Now, because of their censorship, I'm not surprised. Sorry, I wasn't going to say that on YouTube, but I'm going to say that. Because of the way they treat people, because of the way they don't give people any access to any type of communication of correcting anything, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. The way that organization is ran, I'm not surprised. Okay? I am sorry that people were hurt and injured. Truly sorry. And whether or not this woman took her life or not, I don't know. But I'm sorry that that's the case as well. I'm sorry that people are driven to the point where they feel they have to do things like that. I really am sorry that we live in that world. And I know that these corporations can do something to change that. I know that our society can do something to change that, to stop making people feel like they're in total despair. I know this can be put a halt to. I know that they can stop this, but they're not. They're not even attempting to stop this. Sorry, I'm watching somebody in a Mercedes Benz get stopped at a light and can't move, and they're just stuck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents, I hope this is a benefit to you. That is my hope. If it's not, then I'm sorry, baby. Mama gonna get better next time. Mama gonna make it better. So you gonna be okay. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye.